We're doing a Q&A. I'm almost at 7K, bro. I think 3 to 4 more videos and I'm there. I have the Q&A questions. First question is, Grandpa Von, can you give me some money? You know what? There's a 10 for you, bro. Don't spend it all in one place. How did you pick your bias? When Debut dropped the music video, as I was watching it, Laura came on the screen and that was it. Like, that was literally the moment I was like, yep, that's the one. Mano was always my bias wrecker, but then at some point it was Sophia, and then it was Megan, and then it was Mano again. Top 5 superheroes. Obviously Spider-Man. This isn't in order either. The Flash is on there. I actually love The Flash so much. I love that show with everything in me. Like, I've rewatched it so many times. I've been watching it since I was in elementary school. Like, that's my show, bro. Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, if you still want to consider her a hero, and Superman, but specifically the Superman in the new movie. Marvel or DC, and why? I feel kind of committed to Marvel, but DC resonates with me a lot more. You know, speaking of DC, let me show y'all something that my uncle gave me like 2 days ago. This is so random. Do y'all see how big this thing is? 2 days ago, he just literally came to my room and was like, hey, do you want this? And I was like, sure. I mean, I don't see why not. Batman is also pretty goated, but he's not my fave. Marvel has Spider-Man, bro, but DC has Flash. I'm gonna say DC. Again, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. Thank you. Let me walk in, bro. Thank you. Who's your favorite sad artist? Probably Frank Ocean. I mean, not even probably. I don't know. I can listen to him even when I'm not sad. An artist that I listen to specifically when I'm sad is probably Leve. What hip-hop songs would you recommend to someone trying to get into new music? Okay. Backseat Freestyle by Kendrick Lamar. Bombs Over Baghdad by Outkast. Pretty much anything from Scarlet by Doja Cat. Doechii? I love Chromacopia. Room Tour? Question mark, question mark? For sure, bro. Not today, not tonight, but one of these days. Since break is coming up, that is a video that I can do during break, because I like to make sure my room stays clean during breaks. When I'm going from home to school, I cannot keep my room clean for anything. I get home and it's just a new thing somewhere, anywhere. How do you feel about Stranger Things season 5, the first volume? It was honestly so awesome. Like, I think season 5 might be my favorite season. I could be saying that because it's the most recent season, but I didn't say that about season 4. So I think season 5 is my favorite season, bro. Have you listened to Say Now? I have. You know what? Since you brought that up, on this topic of girl groups competing, a lot of people are like, don't compare them. And I agree that we shouldn't be pitting women against each other. However, I do think that there's nothing wrong with a little healthy competition. Not saying that they should be ruthless and be shading each other and be hating each other, like nothing like that. But you know, think team sports. And just somebody there over your shoulder to make you put in a little extra effort. Healthy competition is good for both groups. Exactly. I don't see it happening. I see myself listening to their music, but probably not being like a stan, like the way I am with Cat's Eye. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, people have their preferences, right? Instead of taking it as hate or shade, we should just see who is in the lead when they're in the lead. I want to see them give it their all. Because imagine this, you're running a race, right? I don't know why my eyes are closed, but when you're running a race, right? You're not gonna put your all into the race if you're running on your own. But if you have somebody over your shoulder putting their all into it, you're gonna start running faster because you don't want them to catch up. That's what I need to happen. I need them to be running. Flo, I feel like Flo is really in their own lane. But I could be saying that because I just really love Flo. But I love Cat's Eye too, and I really want to see them. I want to see them dominate. Mars Hive, stand up. We are standing. What merch do I have? I have the Gap hoodie. I have 2 shirts. I have a Beautiful Chaos shirt, and then I have just a Cat's Eye shirt, and it's like black and red. I had the Lush collab, soaps and bath bombs. That's the one that they sent me for PR. I have my posters and albums and stuff, but that comes all together. My fave car, my dream car, a Mercedes. I have a very specific favorite car too, but I can't remember all the details. Oh my god, girl, you give off such a good vibe. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, Maddie. I appreciate that a lot. I try my best. I really do. Do you believe in soulmates and or love at first sight? Do I? I don't think I believe in love at first sight. maybe I do believe in soulmates. I don't think that soulmates is just like a romantic thing. I wonder if I found my soulmate and I just don't know yet. I don't think I have. How do you come up with your video ideas and why do you feel it's a good idea? That is a good question. Okay, how do I come up with my video ideas? Something will happen. I'll be watching the video, Cat's Eye or whatever. I'll be like, how can I make a video out of this? And then sometimes I'll just be scrolling on my For You page and I'll hear a sound and I'll be like, this kind of relates to this situation. It comes naturally, but only because I've been doing it for so long. I've been standing them for longer, but it's only been a year since I've actually been like posting about them consistently. Not post anything that I feel like is kind of tone deaf. Like, there's certain things that you can joke about and certain things you don't joke about. People don't really think before they joke about certain things sometimes. So I try to make sure before I post something that I'm looking at it from all angles. I think the only thing that I've ever really regretted posting was maybe... No, I don't regret posting that. They still started bashing Cat's Eye after that. Let's not get into that. The real ones know, is I try not to joke about the same thing too many times, because that's how jokes get stale. Jokes are kind of like wine. They only get better with time, even though I'm not anywhere of age to be drinking wine. Only if you leave them alone. You can't keep reopening it while it's trying to do its thing. Let it marinate for a little bit, and that's why sometimes the jokes I make will be something from forever ago. You can't spoil the joke. Nobody's gonna want to hear it anymore. Some icons are kind of like little kids. I know some of y'all are actually little. You know when a little kid tells you a joke and you laugh and you're like, okay, like you kind of ate that one, like okay. And then they tell you it again and you're like, okay, like yeah. And then they tell you again and you're like, okay. We get it. The joke is done. When you came out to your friends, do you have any tips? I'm scared to come out to them. During middle school, the city that I was in first, I wasn't out to anyone, and I kind of took that chance of me moving to reinvent myself and like be out from the start. Make sure that you already kind of know where they stand, especially if it's a relationship that you don't want to lose. You're gonna have to cope with losing it at some point if you know that they're not kind of rocking with your vibe. It's a weird situation to be in. I completely understand. Like, it's a very scary thing to do. The first person that I really came out to was probably my older cousin, my favorite older cousin, and I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I shed a few tears, but only because this is somebody who's seen me grow up, and I knew she'd understand because reasons. Know who you are. Don't let anybody tell you to change. Don't change. Yeah, don't change for anybody. Be yourself. Be confident. Be clear with who you are and make sure that they know this isn't something that you can question. It was just you letting them know. And love yourself, bro. Love yourself more than you love anybody else. Can we see the bracelet? Yes, for sure. When did you get into Cat's Eye? Can you share your like experience? For sure. When I first got into Cat's Eye, June 28th, 2024, the day debut dropped. I had already heard about Cat's Eye through Dream Academy, but I didn't watch Dream Academy. Like, I wasn't keeping up with it. But I remember the exact day the girls got picked, and I seen the picture, and I was like, I don't know who these people are, but they look pretty cool. And then I kept scrolling. I wasn't locked in for real. Debut was like what got me into them for real. I still wasn't locked in completely. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait till they drop a little bit more and see where it's at. As the year went on and they were dropping videos, they were going on their Asia run, I was like, okay, like I really mess with these girls, bro. And I started watching pre-debut videos, and then I seen all the hate that Mano was getting from that documentary. So I was like, oh girl, forget that show, I'm not watching it. And then I watched it in December. Yeah, that was 2024 Von the Icon, before I was Von the Icon. And I didn't start posting about them until I think October was when I posted my first Cat's Eye video. Here's the thing, I would yap about Cat's Eye all day, every day, 24/7, but nobody wanted to hear me, bro. I was like, okay. Then I'll go on my spam account and start talking about Cat's Eye. And I started posting. And as I started posting, I started making friends. And as I made friends, I started gaining followers. They got to this, and here we are. Hey, it's Ari Edits. Hey, Ari. My first ever edit came from Ari Edits. The concept of there being a time where Von didn't stand Cat's Eye. I know, right? Crazy. I don't even, like, that feels unnatural to me now. Photo card tour. Okay, the postcard. But we have Laura Raj. Got this from my friend Autumn. Shout out to Autumn the GOAT. Love you. Then I got this in My Beautiful Chaos. Then we have these back here. Laura and Mano. Love them so much. Then we have these. Miss La Forteza. Then we have Laura Raj again. Then we have another Sophia. Look at her. She's so beautiful, bro. Then we have Sis Daniela. Yunche. And I don't have Megan. Are you getting the season's greetings and Christmas merch? No, but my mom was talking about it. Thank you. So maybe But she was kind of like, it's a bit expensive. I was like, yeah, girl, I know. I'm not even buying it myself. Like, I saw them prices. I was like, oh, no. Oh, I'm not hungry. Yeah, I'll wait for the next. What was it, 135? I was like, oh. Girl, we got bills to pay. Vaughn, are you excited about the girls becoming Grammy nominees? Okay, you probably asked that like a month ago, but yes, I'm still very, very excited and I hope they win. A lot of people, including icons, are like, no, they're not gonna win. Girl, yes they are. And if they don't, then who cares? I think they're getting Best New Artist. And if they don't, damn. At least they're nominated. Like, you know how many artists have been out for years and they ain't even close to getting that Grammy nom? No shade. There's nothing wrong with having faith. Like, I really don't mind being wrong. Also, Flo is nominated. I love Flo so much. So if Flo wins, then that's a W either way. But yes, in conclusion, I am very, very excited for them to be Grammy nominees. I cannot wait to see them there. Like, I love my girls so much, bro. They deserve the world, seriously. Swag tutorial. I will make a video on that because I don't think I'd even be able to explain that. Be yourself, try new styles, try new hobbies, really find out what you like. Like, what you like. You know what I mean? Did you get YouTube Wrapped? Yeah, I did. Corey Kenshin, Berleezy, Cat's Eye, Quinlan Blackwell, one other person that I can't think of. How do I make myself cooler? How do you make yourself cooler? Be yourself. You gotta be authentic. You gotta stop listening to other people. And I know this is what everybody says. Like, this isn't new information. You're gonna have a little bit of an ugly phase with style. I mean, you don't have to. Not everybody does. Not liking how something looks on you, like, I feel like that's a really healthy way to find out what works best for you. Yeah, I'll make a different video about that because I actually have so much more to say. I can't think of it in the moment. How does it feel to be Unk? I'm 18 years old. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. You know, in games, I don't know if y'all have ever played The Walking Dead or Detroit Become Human or something like that. When there's dialogue options on the screen, sometimes I can just feel myself pick the wrong one. There's like 4 options I could have went with, or maybe even just stay silent. And yeah, sometimes I just click the wrong one. Stand any other groups? As of right now, I think Cat's Eye is the only group where it's like I'm invested into more than just their music. Usually with groups, I'm only invested into their music. I could name their songs that I like, but I wouldn't be able to tell you any of the members' names. Do I like Twice? I do. I love Twice. Would you rather stop listening to Cat's Eye for the rest of your life or stop listening to Flo?
Oh, damn!
How about no? Do you like DC? I do like DC. We were just talking about that earlier. Oh, crap. Oh, girl, Destiny's Child. Why did you say that? You can't just say DC. Yes, I like Destiny's Child. How do I deal with having no friends? I have some, but I feel really left out with them. Okay. Honestly, be okay with being on your own. Be open to making new friends. First, go to whoever you're the most comfortable with and let them know that you're feeling left out. Because sometimes people just don't know. We all have our days where you don't want to talk as much as you usually would, or maybe people are engaging in something that you don't really mess with. Talk to them, and if you still feel left out even after you voiced it, then those aren't your friends, bro, and you need some better ones. Don't be afraid to leave people where they're at, you know what I mean? What else? You don't need anybody. Inspirational speaker Vaughn. I can get in there when I want to, bro. I remember, wow, throwback, 6th grade. I was such a loser, bro. And I had friends, kind of like this question. None of them were in any of my classes. I went to like a PWI middle school. When I did make friends, they were probably white. And the microaggressions were not fun. Had to learn how to kind of man up. Don't let people walk all over you type thing. And now, I'm pretty cool, I don't know. All this inspiration. Somebody send that sticker. Vaughn, what's your favorite Frank song? Okay. American Wedding. Higgs, Strawberry Swing, Murder, 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 She Wrote, Love Crimes, Pyramids, Pink Matter. What's my favorite Cat's Eye dance break? Low key, I was about to say Gnarly, but it's like, is it Gnarly or am I just saying that because it's the most recent one? But Gabriella is really, really good. And then the debut one is so fun. That was our first one. I still think it's Gnarly, girl. This is editing Vaughn. Girl, I don't know what I was talking about here. My fave is definitely the Gabriella dance break. Like, come on now. I just wasn't really thinking, but it's definitely Gabriella. Like, the flips, the dresses, girl, be for real. Just be for real. Have you met Cat's Eye yet? No, not yet. Not yet. Fingers crossed. I don't even know. Like, I feel like I would be so in shock if I met Cat's Eye. But I would be so excited. Y'all, is anyone of my Noah bias? Because every icon I met has secret animosity towards her. Oh, not me. Yes, I am Mano bias. See, and that's another thing. How can there be a black girl in the group and me not bias her? Like, that just don't feel right to me. Like, we love Mano here. This is a very safe space for black icons. Seriously. Like, if you need a safe space on TikTok, this is the one. Because I don't play about... breathe. Like, I get upset. Icons are so... It feels so weird talking bad about icons knowing that I'm an icon. But you must understand that I don't mean icons, I mean eyesores. Like, I'm a black icon, trust, I don't play about Mars. Exactly. That's like one of my pinned videos. I don't play about Mars. And don't misunderstand me, I don't play about any of them. But when it comes to Mars, there's a little extra spice when it comes to the hate.
We see each other. We see each other.
You feel what I'm feeling? It's the melanin, what can I say? Black girl in the middle being black in the middle being black in the center. People say that Mano and Lara is only my bias because they're POC. I mean, all of Cat's Eye are POC, but they're the melanated POC, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't understand why people try to make that seem like it's a diss or you're not allowed to have them as your bias because they're melanated. Like, yes, I can actually. You know how many of my favorite Filipino icons bias Sophia because Sophia is also Filipino? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, yes, I love that for you, actually. Bias Danny because Danny is Latina. Like, yeah, that's kind of what we all do. We see ourselves in them, right? So there's absolutely nothing wrong with me seeing two melanated girls in a group who get the most hate out of everybody else because they're melanated, and you're gonna try to make me feel like I'm in the wrong for standing them. Oh, girl. Not today. Not with me. Don't play with black icons when it comes to Mars, exactly. Especially Mano. Can't believe I wasn't following you before. You're so real. It's fine because do you now? Do you now? Any beef that somebody has with Beyonce is always one-sided, and it's never her side doing the beefing. You understand? I love y'all so much. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel if you aren't already. I appreciate all of you guys for sitting here talking with me. I think I will see y'all next time. I'm gonna leave the Q&A up. If you guys still have questions, I'll be down to answer them next time for sure. And love y'all. See y'all next time.